I've heard. I think
I know of it.
I've heard
That's
of
why I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
know it.
Oh, well, I just wanted to point out that I did a voiceover for an advertisement for the Top Deck Heroes, their Vanguard channel, and when that comes out, I'm gonna show you guys because it's gonna be such a brilliant commercial. God, I got to finally bust out my announcer voice, and it was
Oh wow.
Amazing.
it was
What an
glorious.
announcer voice.
It was
I'm
glorious.
actually legitimately scared.
So, I actually want to try to get into voice acting, and it's been a thing that I've wanted to try to do for a while, like ever since middle school, because there was a chunk of time where I tried to help out with like plays and shit like that at school, and most of the time I ended up just on the like support group essentially, and so what ended up happening was there was one where I was the radio announcer or some shit like that. But I was the radio announcer, the guy on the TV who read the news. Like I was like 3 or 4 different things, like a narrator, stuff like that for it. And when we were done with it, ran into a couple of my teachers and some like friends' parents and shit. And they were like, "Oh, you were in this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I was this, 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 and this." And they were like, "You were all of those? Every single one of those sounded like a totally different person."
It's
And I was like, "Huh."
But yeah,
I mean, shit, you
no,
guys
see,
know
that
my
was the
fucking
tree.
Homer impression.
where
Yeah,
were
that's a good
we when we
impression.
left off?
So,
We were choosing a
Nalhutta, we were.
previously-
Oh boy.
Yeah, we were choosing a path, right?
So previously, so last time you guys ended up at Nalhutta. I think you actually ultimately decided to orbit Nar Shaddaa, the smuggler's moon.
I
Oh,
think we decided to
fuck.
You guys
land.
are sort of hanging out. You haven't really been noticed, although there is, a substantial, some substantial ships in orbit.
I knew I
They're not
forgot
really
something.
messing
I
with
forgot
you.
to upgrade the ship.
Um,
Or did we do upgrades and anything? Do we buy anything?
So
No.
you guys were kind of deciding
No, we haven't
if
done
you
that.
wanted to take the time to see about getting some upgrades here, or how you wanted to proceed. And I think ultimately choosing which path. So
Yeah,
Oops.
I
Yeah.
think we decided to land this time.
Yeah, we decided to enter to the space and land on this port so we can upgrade the ship and add the stuff, the weapons and the things.
I thought
I was
he was
hella
Russian.
into the roleplay last time too. It was great.
9! The Russian voice hurts my throat so much.
Okay.
I can't do it for very long.
Yeah, he
The
switched to
one
German
is
like
much
last
more
time.
natural for
I
me. Yeah,
thought he
German
was trying to go for Russian and kept switching to German. But okay.
No, he explained it last time.
Yeah, no, I've been doing the German voice because German for me is I have natural German accent, obviously. The Russian one's a little forced. It hurts my throat, so I do
the
German.
Russian accent is good accent.
The Russian accent is very good, but
Perhaps
it makes my throat very tired.
perhaps one day I will do Russian accent as whole character. Ever tell you guys that story when I worked at
Would
I
you like
worked
him
at
to be stoically silent and only speak when it is absolutely necessary.
I worked at Witch, and one day as a joke I decided to take my name tag and put Ivan on it and go my entire shift just doing a Russian accent and see how many people I could convince to think I was actually Russian.
I've
This
done that
was
before. So,
pre-Ukraine. This was a couple years ago, mind you.
Yeah.
This was when this was
Yeah,
still
so,
acceptable.
I make a game out of it. I'll go to stores by myself, and I'll use like whatever accent I decide. Like I'll roll a die and decide what accent I'm gonna go with, and I'll just talk to myself, talk to everyone in whatever accent I come up with, and see how many people I can convince I'm from that place. And I've never lost that game. No one's ever said, "No, you're definitely not from there." I've never lost.
All right. Continue, Jomi, please.
Yes, please.
So yeah, just the moon basically, Nar Shaddaa has a lot of places that you could potentially purchase or upgrade your make purchases for the ship or yourselves. Trying to read up here. I thought I read basically, if I'm not mistaken, there are also sort of skyscraper ports. So there are basically, because the nature of Nar Shaddaa as this metropolis planet, they've got buildings that reach up into the atmosphere where you can dock and get supplies or fuel. So there's also that sort of thing. So
Let's go. I have shit to sell mostly.
I spent a
Johnny,
lot of
I want
time
to go,
reading like
I
the
want to
rule
go
books
see
and
the
shit.
founders if I can find like a foundry or something. I want to make my spiky death armor. Yeah.
Probably upgrade our ships too while we're here.
I know exactly what I want to do for weapons. I spent a lot of time reading through some of the core rule books and stuff after last time.
Awesome. Okay, so let's and for Hick, Colgen, is there anything personal, specific that you want to do while you're here?
I want to sell some
I
of my
don't.
inventory, preferably this whip and this blaster rifle I don't need.
Yeah, I've got some things I'd like to sell.
I have nothing.
I forgot. Was this unidentified crystal power plot importance of any kind? Did we ever figure out what this was?
Yeah. We did not find out what it was for.
Maybe
It's
I can get
not
this
been
appraised while we're
analyzed.
here. But yeah, I want to sell the whip and the blaster and see if I can get myself a hyperdrive for that cloak shape.
Yeah, I have an extra blaster rifle and a vibroglaive I need to get rid of.
All right,
I still
and
want to kill someone with a hyper.
and Hick, was there anything you wanted to get for yourself or do?
Not particularly.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so I'll say that you guys probably would find a port to dock that's relatively close to the surface because you do want a variety of services. Hick, I would say probably because you guys have been pursued recently and due to the, basically the recent sabotage, and you don't have anything you want to do, I would say that Hick, you might stick around with the ship this time. Make sure that
Yeah, that's what I
nothing else
was
bad
thinking
happens.
too. Yeah, like,
Yeah, let's not leave Brungus in charge this time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that probably works out.
If something else happens because of Brungus, I'm eating him. I'm saying that now.
Poor Brungus. So
He's
He
trying
can be
his
greasy
best.
like beer and pizza, but I don't care. I'm not dealing with his shite anymore.
So I don't really have a specific character for like the shipwright, but you guys dock at the port, and probably some human that works for the huts comes out with a clipboard or the digital equivalent. What can I do for you guys? You just need fuel. You're looking for upgrades.
Yes.
I was
a
hoping
little bit
to
of both.
review your stock on weapons for ships, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm looking for someone, maybe a foundry and armorer, someone that can turn this pathetic armor into something worth wearing. Yeah.
And I think the guy's like not even looking up necessarily, and then he looks up and realizes that you're Destrad. He's just like immediately
Whoa.
shocked for just a moment, like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah, and he kind of hurriedly punches something up on his pad and just basically holds it up and points, like showing you where in the near vicinity you can find a foundry, and kind of directs you to like a lift, a mag lift.
Ah, wunderbar. Much greater to do, good sir.
And then I would say any of the rest of you who are looking for personal upgrades, weapons, or anything like that could probably tag along and find something similar in the.
I believe I will do that.
Yeah, I need to sell this
Joining me,
vibroglaive
sir.
and blaster rifle.
Great. I always love the company.
I know exactly
a
what I
foundry,
want
you know.
for an upgrade on the Terrapin too. I was
Okay.
looking into that stuff.
So Zay, I would say, sorry, names. Zorn probably hangs back for just a second to kind of deliver, let this guy know what he wants for the ship, and you guys head off, and then you'll catch up. So let's start with that. What did you have in mind, Zorn?
So first things first, going through the rule book, and this is out of character right now. I just want to
No
explain
worries.
my thought process behind these things. So I'm currently just under 2,000 credits short of being able to get the upgrade that I would like for it. But from what I read, you can like move the positioning of existing equipment pretty much free of charge, according to the stuff from what I was seeing.
I mean, I admit that I don't know that exact rule, but I don't really have a problem with that. What did you have in mind?
So I wanted to move the twin one off the top and onto the nose of the Terrapin, And then I wanted to get a quad laser cannon onto the top of it because I figured that would be one of our better ones. But that thing costs 8,000 and is a rarity 6, so I know we needed to kind of discuss that a bit. But it's got the I think it's 3 times paired, so essentially if you hit a target and you roll, I think it's like 1 or 2 advantages or something like that, all 4 things hit, so you essentially just multiply your damage by 4.
Oh, so it's like the twin, but times 2, basically.
Yeah, so like our twin is times 2 and this one's a times 4, and I just kind of was like, oh yeah, that seems cool.
Actually, you know what I didn't even think about? Let's just go see if there's a ship dealer here. Maybe I can trade in the cloak shake for something better.
The cloak shape's actually pretty good though. Like you can do a lot of modifications to it.
True, but I also kind of want to see what else is there.
That's fair.
I got 6,000. I mean, so instead of like installing a hyperdrive on the ship, basically essentially paying for a new hyperdrive, I was wondering I could probably trade in the fighter for another ship that already has one. That's what I'm thinking currently. But we'll finish your thing first. I'm just thinking out loud right now. Maybe a ship with a little more space, you know, in case I ever get separated from the group and I might need my own ship for a little while.
I did also find out
there.
you can legitimately add like ships to your character as like an item. So like I could actually have the Terrapin on me as like an item that we could upgrade in between times and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's sort of just like attached to you. I kind of just assumed it was as such, but yeah.
Fair enough. That was my main way of looking into like what the in-game mechanics were for adding things and moving them around. Like I know there's hard points for doing upgrades and stuff. Like it costs 0 hard points to upgrade an existing weapon, but it costs 1 to add 1 on and stuff like that. And every ship has like a limited number of hard points on it, that kind of thing.
So it looks like you have 6313 on Zorn alone, and it's 8,000 for the quad laser, right?
Yeah, I do want to sell this Vibroglaive and blaster rifle. I know that's probably not quite gonna get me there.
Let's see. So 9. That's pretty close. So the Vibroglaive is worth 975. I don't think it sells for that. Let me look.
Fair enough.
Open up my old.
Because I figure if we could get some of the mechanic shit out of the way, I can then revert to role playing again. I hit really hard on that role playing last time. I don't know what the hell got into me, but it was fun.
It was very fun.
I want to get into more like RP stuff.
Once we get that ARC server situated, we can finally start role playing. We just have to all get on it at once.
We can do it.
This server's been running this whole time. I've been asleep for probably years at this point.
I've been getting a lot of stuff done.
So
I have
would
not been on. I've
say-
been working all the time.
And since we're
I would
talking about it, I'm
say
just going to go
that-
ahead and stop it for a little while. Let's just,
So I would say that
stop that server for a little bit.
normally I would let you sell at full price. This is hut space. They're probably not going to let you do that.
Oh yeah, probably. I was prepared for that.
So the guy here, he would lowball you probably. He'd give you about 50%.
Ooh, 50?
So you could probably haggle with him if you wanted to try and do better.
Oh god, yeah. I would probably like to do that. What would that be though? Under like charm? I have nothing in that.
You could do charm, negotiation. You could do, I mean, if you wanted to do something else like threaten him or deceive him, you could do something like that too.
Why is it that everything that you've given me is all some of my worst shit? Every option you've given me for it is all too green.
I mean, that kind of comes.
No,
down
your
to
deception's
choices,
3.
doesn't it?
My deception. Oh, my deception is 3, but
Yep.
I don't know how I would deceive him. Like, oh, this is a retrofitted. No, look at it, man. It's worth way more.
Yeah, I mean, totally. If you can, yeah, you can give me a little something like that, then we could roll it.
All right, cool.
So give me a deception against 2 purple.
Damn, we're out of light side points too.
I was
Hey,
tempted.
look at that. And an advantage.
What do you mean you can only give me 50%? As you can see, this Vibroglaive is in pristine condition. I won it off of a Beastmaster with not 1, but 2 of those stupid fucking dogs.
Oh, all right. So I would say with 2 successes and an advantage, he'd give you full price for it.
Nice.
Well, thank you. There is justice in Hut Space.
I think it's funny how Hut Space looks like the Millennium Falcon.
I was noticing that earlier
Doesn't
too.
it?
Just reversed or upside down.
Inside out und upside down.
All right, so that's the Vibroglaive.
Well, let's see here. Let me do quick math.
Is everybody's game paused?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're all
Sorry
just
about that.
chilling.
wanted to-
We're all
I
just
just wanted to
chilling
make
in
sure
the
that I wasn't the only one.
because this is about to be a very long journey
Oh boy!
filled with peril because we're taking the black route.
Especially considering we have to repair the ship every jump.
I think we were discussing taking the black route. I think we were like just about to decide to go down the red and then maybe the black.
We'll see.
But I'm not
Was
100%
I
certain.
drunk during
whether
this
that-
conversation? Because I don't remember this at all.
And then you wanted to sell one of the blaster rifles or both of them, or
One of the blaster rifles, yes.
all right, those are 900. So that's gonna do. That'll put you just over. That puts you at 81.88.
Oh, that gives me just enough for it. Yeah. And I would love if, like, narratively, we could have the one on top tied to the gunnery station and the one on front tied to the controls. That was kind of my whole thing on that.
Okay. Yep. Just updating your inventory real quick. 1 second. Okay. So let's see. Go to the Terrapin sheet here.
Yes.
So this basically means that your twin lasers will be front-facing only.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and just adjust that.
How? How? I don't even understand how that happened.
And then they'd be nose mounted too, I believe.
Oh my god, everything just it's all ruined. I crashed my Actus.
ruined. It's ruined.
Ruined.
Do
it. Oh wait, okay.
Do it. God, that'll never not
So is
be
that
funny.
so forward dorsal or forward ventral?
Nose. Well, so the one I saw, it said nose, so I'm not sure.
Hold on, while you guys are doing this, I'm playing with Legos
Doesn't
because
really matter.
my Actus fell and somehow
I guess ventral would probably
I don't
be.
know how. But
Well, no, because ventral's bottom.
Well, with the Terrapin, I mean, I don't know because if it was on the top, it would be kind of like, well, I guess that would be right in front of you. It doesn't really matter to me. We're just gonna say. it's on
Yeah,
the-
fuck it. Let's toss it
It's
forward
not
ventral.
Not important. So let me go back to that and just add the new thing. So then we have quad laser. Bam.
And that will be dorsal with the full firing range on top, like the previous one had.
firing the quad laser.
Yeah, so that thing can essentially fire in all directions. That'll be handled by the gunnery station, and then the twin laser will
Witness
be
its
up
supreme
front.
power.
And looks like quad also
Neffy,
has
that was literally
accurate
the first thing that
modes.
popped in my
Yeah,
head,
blue
too,
on those checks.
when they said that.
Ooh,
Okay, so that should be good to go.
it does have accurate. Ooh,
Accurate 1.
and then
this
the
does mean
3
that
linked.
You are at 188 credits now, Zorn.
That's fine.
I'm going to say that he's not willing to haggle on the price of the actual upgrades because, I mean, his hut boss would probably kill him.
It's understandable. I was willing to pay full price.
All right.
the Buddha.
All right, so yeah, that will obviously take them some time, so they'll get to work on that. Hick, unless you have something else, I would say you're probably going to oversee this, like making sure they don't fuck it up. And just,
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there menacingly.
He is
I
the
mean, you're a
most
droid, so
qualified.
you don't really get bored.
Yeah, I don't have the emotional capacity to get bored.
You're just like gonna oversee.
Congratulations, you're
Those logic
being
processors
I
rescued.
fixed
were
it.
too expensive.
Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Alright, cool.
It's just like the fucking Rogue One droid.
Such
Just
a
fucking
silly-
congratulations. You are being observed. Perform your duties.
You are being watched.
So once you're done there, Zorn, you head down the lift, a few minutes behind the others. So we'll jump ahead. At the bottom of the lift, the two of you, Koljan and Zell, you guys split off in a couple different directions. They're not super far apart, but we'll head with Zell first. So you head over to this little foundry area. It is kind of in a back alley, like of Nal Hutta, being that it is more of like a casino sort of setting where there's a lot of these sort of upscale and expensive establishments that are designed to kind of rip people off, and then there's most of the services are kind of, you know, in back alleys and in the sort of corners of the city. So you kind of find this little smithy / foundry area in one of the corners of the city.
Fantastic. I want to go inside and see if they have anything that I can do. Work with.
Yep. So there's probably some, you know, again, I'm going to say probably some droids in this case, sort of like the ones that you see working in Jabba's palace, but repurposed for, you know, kind of the foundry work. And up front, kind of behind the, I guess, like, I don't want to say front desk, but well, the front workbench is like a protocol droid, and he just kind of notices you walk in and, oh, hello, how may I help you?
Yes, greetings, small droid. I'm here to create, I want to make this pathetic armor spiky with this item. I'll hand him the armor and the vibro axe. And what I essentially want him to do is I want him to make it very sick and spiky, so very defensive, yeah.
So just so I'm clear, we're so you have the heavy battle armor that you got from the guy that we're trying to upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to use the vibro axe to add spikes to it.
Yes!
Awesome. Let me see what I can do.
Awesome. I love it.
So I think while I'm looking this up, let's see if we can role play this. So the protocol droid is. I've never heard such a request, sir. If you'll just give me a moment, and he is.
As any droid would be, terrified to hear.
Yeah,
request.
exactly. He's like, you know,
Just
in his little droid brain, he's like, please don't rip my arms off.
Of course, I will wait as long as I have the patience for it, but please don't leave me waiting long. You look you look like you
Yeah,
make a
but
very
did
good
we just go into a
scratcher.
Wolfenstein fucking video game? What is this shit?
No, I don't. We've already explained this.
We
I
did.
know. I just find it funny.
Well, of course, it's
Great.
hilarious. But yeah, I don't want to wait too long. You would make a great back scratcher.
Such a sophisticated Deshaw, just
Yeah, that
being
is
the
the
most
point.
threatening thing in the room at all times.
This was what I came up with. I figured the German accent makes them sound sophisticated and intelligent, and also terrifying, all at the same time.
It does. You've done very well.
All right. So let me see here. So there is armor spikes. We'll also just a reminder too that the battle armor that you got was damaged. So obviously you're probably going to request that they repair it as well. He's happy to do that. What I see here, armor spikes. When the wearer suffers a hit from a melee, brawl, or lightsaber combat check, they may spend threat or despair to inflict one hit for 6 damage on the attacker.
Yeah, thorns. That's what I want.
Perfect.
That's exactly what I want.
All right, so let me go ahead and add that to this item. Well, actually, let me put it on your sheet first.
spiky Deshad with chainsaw van braces.
It's the best
So
thing I've
yeah,
ever seen.
before too long, he says, "Well, we do have these armor spikes. I could easily add them using the parts and components from your axe, sir."
Fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. Please get this done as quickly as possible. Not too expensive, I hope, seeing as I am providing the material, correct?
Yes, of course. And he looks down at the price on his pad and realizes he probably shouldn't quote you that price. Considers for a moment, looks
Start
back up.
sweating.
Yeah, droid sweat.
Just oil.
It's just like
Oil
it's like the Key and Peele skit, except
Yeah,
it's just dripping oil.
He's like trying to figure out what the like amount that he could actually get out of. He's like, would 250 credits be okay, sir?
9! That is perfect! It would not be okay. That is actually great. I will take that
Droid
as,
shits himself.
I would take
Just like
that as a perfect price. That is much a great affordable. I would absolutely take that. Yes.
And then you just throw them in an oil rag. Clean yourself up.
So
That's disgusting.
rather than, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just toss them like an oil rag or something. Clean yourself up. You're being disgusted over there.
Could you imagine though? Just like he's so stressed that one of his like logic circuits fry, and he's just like, "Yes, that's amazing." Here.
Oh, the poor droid.
So
He'll be fine.
before I forget, let me add this modification.
Christ. What are we? We're a menace every time we walk into a fucking city.
But I try to be as accommodating as I can. Like, I haven't actually killed any of the vendors I have threatened. It's just
Yeah, I think the
like
least intimidating you've been in any fucking time we've been in a city is when you walked around with a lampshade for a whole day, just having people ignore you. They're like, "That's a crazy Deshad. Don't look at him. That's a crazy."
Oh,
Deshad.
I get it. You're crazy.
Yeah.
It's like that the orc who rolls for stealth. You don't see Gorg. You don't see him. He's
You do
here.
not see Grog.
Who said that?
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm enjoying it.
uh,
But yes, 250 credits is perfect. I don't mind paying that price at all.
Yes.
Let me see here. I'm just trying to figure out. It's not letting me add the spikes to the armor. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, weird.
I also hope it. I'm assuming it will increase my soak as well, because that's the whole point I'm doing it. Because it's a heavier armor than I have.
Oh, it's because it's restricted. Okay, good. I'll just remove the restricted. There we go. So again, what did you say?
Oh, I was saying I wanted to increase my soak as much as possible. And the armor the heavier armor is way more soak than what I have. Because it doesn't just give me soak, it gives me defense and soak.
Yeah, I think let me make sure I've got the right one here. Yeah. I'm gonna say, since this is now modified, let me do this. Now, since shit will be getting harder, I'm gonna up the soak because you also are upgrading the armor, so I'll give you 3 soak for that.
Fantastic.
So, let me see. Unequip and equip that. So your soak is now 7.
Fantastic. And I have one defense too.
And then I'm not going to worry about like the 8 credits, so I'm just going to take 242 from you.
Sounds good.
All right. So anything else you want to do with this protocol droid?
9. That is all I wanted to do is add the armor. I'm trying to make myself look as much as a big scary chaos marine as possible.
Oh well, I'm certain that with this edition you'll nail it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll make sure that if I ever come back, not to destroy your stop at any time.
Oh well, you're very gracious, sir. Your armor should be ready within the hour.
Ah, fantastic. I will wait patiently.
Just as he's leaving, the protocol droid turns and goes, What is a space marine?
Never heard of such a thing.
Remember, he's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mad
so,
scientist
Processes
Deshaun.
are
Oh
fucked,
God.
all right, Coljan, what would you like to do?
Well, first I'm gonna sell some of my bulk stuff, and I was looking through the ships that we've got on Ogdude, and I realized that I couldn't really probably won't be able. If I buy anything, it's gonna be a downgrade. So we'll just stick with the cloak shape and just get a hyperdrive on it.
All right. So let me see. You want to sell what?
I want to sell this blaster rifle and this neuronic whip. I'm never gonna use that.
Okay, so you find a suitable weapon.
Oh, I also
and
want to
or
get this
all-
this crystal powder appraised.
Okay, that will be a little more tricky.
Okay.
So let's start with some of the basics. If you just want to find a weapon vendor, there's probably some, just about anywhere.
Yep.
You can inquire. So you find another one being run probably by some smaller hut, serving a much larger hut lord,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of slithers to the front of the little stand and is like, in Huttese, of course, oh, how can we help you?
Yeah, damn, I just learned Huttese the other day too, and I forgot all of it. I was just looking up like how to say like hello and Huttese and stuff. But anyway, how's it going? I just got a couple things I got to unload. These are really heavy. I found this in a box. I don't even need this.
He takes a look at the
I
whip
opened a box.
and the rifle and high quality merchandise, and he'll do the same. He'll offer you 50%.
All right, can I try and haggle?
Absolutely.
Let's try and haggle. Let's do some charm.
Yeah.
Let's use some charm here.
Sure. All right, so it's going to be charm. I'm going to say 2 purple, to be fair. And what do you say to charm?
I was like, come on, look at these. They're in pristine condition. You don't have one of these. I guarantee you don't have any of these whips lying around. Things like that.
Goes like
good
30
stock.
of them. Are you sure?
I was about to say, looks at the wall. It's just all there.
Like, so another hut comes out with an armful of them and like restocks the shelf.
I see you also rolled a 38 multiple times. Gotcha.
All right. No, so roll me charm versus 2 purple.
Yoink. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh,
Why?
such a shame.
Why does
Ooh.
Coljan never do these things when it actually matters?
So he's unwilling to budge from his 50%.
All right, I'll take 50 for it at this point. I'm not gonna bother.
All right, fair enough. All right, let me get the right prices here. So
It's
Blaster
450
rifle,
and
450.
325 or 375. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Thank
I
you.
have to go to a different vendor when I get this hyperdrive because I'm gonna try again.
Let me try again.
what was that?
So I'm gonna have to go to a different vendor when I'm looking for this hyperdrive so I can try again.
Well, it would be a different vendor anyway. So blaster rifle. In fact, that would probably be the guy up top back at the ship. So we could talk to him again.
Good.
You're just selling a couple things, so I think doubling back wouldn't take you too long.
I
Let
would
me just-
also, yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, I got your credits and your inventory updated, so you should be good there.
Cool. I would also like to look around for any. Let's look around this stall. Let's look for any things that I could upgrade my gauntlets with.
So a stall like this probably you probably find more common things, but so anything of like a high rarity probably wouldn't be here. What type of thing are you looking for? Anything in particular? Do you want him to make some suggestions?
A grapple hook, maybe? Trying to get to like a good old standard Mandalorian arsenal. Flamethrower. I'll take wrist rockets too if they've got them. That could be useful.
Let's see then.
Wrist blaster. That's a rarity 6 though. Probably not. Rocky. That's not how you spell rocket.
Rocky Road.
Rocky. Rocky.
Rocky Road. Sorry, sloth. I couldn't resist.
You're fine. Do-do-do.
Hey, you guys.
All right, so I would say I didn't see a grappling option. I don't know if there is one. Maybe I'm missing it. Let me see.
Yeah, me neither. Weird. Yeah, I definitely should have looked into this beforehand, but that's...
Okay, I think of those three options, the one that he would probably have would be the flame. It's called underbarrel flame projector, but in this case, you would obviously attach it to the actual gauntlets. So that's a rarity 5. It is 3,000, and let me see. Let's see. Let's see what it actually does. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know that this is really the right thing. Let me see.
I'm finding a flame projector in weapons. It's 1,000. It says able to catch someone when triggering the weapon's burn quality accused of yeah. Hardpoint 2. But
Okay,
you
so
gotta make your own kind of music.
Oh no, you got that meme stuck in your head
Well, they're
too.
playing it in the other room, and I just heard it.
You gotta sing your own special song.
I don't think so. The songs of this shot would actually be very. I don't think anybody would want to listen to such. It'd probably be a bunch of bones breaking and screaming.
so it looks like would it be the burn quality that it has?
I mean, I've got these Cortosis gauntlets, which are going to be really awesome when we finally run into fucking Benelli, who I'm almost positive has a lightsaber. He's going to be really surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably could hold off on those until we get to Mandalore and I can get better quality stuff.
It's up to you. I can make it work. Like we can just add the burn quality to the gauntlets.
Well, it's the
itself.
cost that I'm thinking of because I'm gonna probably have to drop $6,000 for this hyperdrive. So
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we can revisit. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, there will be other stops along the way that may have the ability to do things too.
yep, we'll figure it out. Plus, if we're taking the dangerous route, maybe we'll find some more credits or something along the way.
Okay. So, you guys would, I guess, Coljan, you'd probably head back up and inquire about the hyperdrive for the cloak shape. So as you're heading back up, let's just, I don't know what, let's say that the upgrades are proceeding to the Terrapin. Let's add some flavor to it. Is there anything in particular that you can think of that might be going on, Hick, or anything that you would be looking for as they're doing this?
Well, I would obviously keep an eye out to see if they're actually tampering with other systems.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, these upgrades are pretty straightforward. So if they try to do something a little out of left
Wait,
field,
so
I'm
Zay,
gonna
did
be
you
like,
get you moved the cannons from the top to the front, and then you got new ones?
Yeah.
that what
So
happened?
the duel is now on front, hooked up to the cockpit, and there's a quad cannon on the top that is hooked up to the gunnery.
Oh, I wonder if we should try to see if they notice about the what was it, the governor that was in there. I'm kind of curious to see if they know something about it.
I probably wouldn't ask them about it.
I'm not gonna ask them outright. I'm just gonna kind of.
I mean,
Keep
for
an
all
eye
we
on
know,
it.
that could
Okay.
be like some kind of mark that were like wanted by Huts. Especially
fair.
since it's something you've never seen before
Yeah.
and you don't know
I'm
how
not
it
gonna
works.
ask them directly.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask
Yeah.
about it.
All right, so Hick, roll me. So you're gonna roll me a perception, and you're gonna add a blue for advantage, but you're gonna upgrade the difficulty because I'm gonna spend a dark side point.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
the
boy.
dark side.
So perception check, you said?
Yeah, perception and add a blue.
Add a blue and then upgrade difficulty, right?
Yep.
So
I
that's
think
the
it's
purple, right?
hilarious that everyone is traveling around and Zedishad
Oh, is it gonna turn
basically
into a
dark
red?
side creature.
Is it gonna
Yeah,
turn a
it
red?
should turn one of the purples into a red.
Yep.
Ooh.
Just wanted to make sure. All right, let's do it.
Oh!
Well,
Yes!
you perceive the fuck out of that thing.
So I would say with a triumph and that many successes, so Hick, you're watching, and the guy sets his techs to the front to re-rigging the top cannon to the front of the ship. Everything looks fine. Then you notice that one of the techs kind of breaks off and goes to the interior of the ship. You sort of follow him. He doesn't really seem to notice because, again, you're a droid. And you
Yeah,
very
George
much-
just kind of exists.
yeah, and you're just kind of, playing the droid. You're fiddling with things, tinkering with the ship, doing your own repairs, and you would very much notice that he goes right to the engine and checks on that governor. I would say that you definitely don't see them tampering with anything else. Like he seems to be like almost like he's observing it. Like he doesn't seem to be adjusting anything. He's kind of just doing something with it. And then I guess my question would be, do you say anything or stop him or just observe?
If I say something, he might go attack me. Because he's not changing anything. But although, I could also see if we can get him to remove it, huh? What do you guys think? Oh, I guess you're not here, so I can't ask.
I'll
you.
leave it entirely up to you, buddy. I want to see what happens.
I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go and, be like, what's going on here? Full on Terminator.
And yeah, you startle the guy and he, jumps around. He's like, oh, well, hey, well, just checking out your engine, making sure everything is, up to par.
Indeed.
So he's clearly trying to, bluff you.
Of course he is.
I feel like this would be the perfect time to radio us.
like the hand starts going on, to the button on
I
on
said
the side of my head.
no.
Just to beep.
I feel like
a
you wouldn't
liar.
need to physically touch anything. Like you would just be able to
Just send
activate
out the
it.
signal boop.
Just distress. Everyone return.
Danger,
We
Will
have
Robinson.
tampering
Danger.
with the terrapin.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
We
Danger.
have an issue.
Danger.
So you want to, again, you rolled the triumph, so I'm kind of willing to give you what you want here in this situation. Do you want to let on that you're aware that he's lying? Do you want to just roll with it? How do you want to play it?
Oh, I want to know he's lying. I want him to know I caught him with his pants down.
Okay. So what do you say to him?
It's like, oh god, what do I say? How would a droid state that you're like, this is the best way to just be like,
I
can
find
tell
your
you a
behavior
lie.
highly suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty.
Channel
familiar
your
with the
inner
ship.
KS. What the fuck is his name from Rogue One?
I don't fucking.
KS
Oh, yeah.
100.
I
I'm
find
gonna
your
look it up.
behavior extremely unnerving. It's almost like you are lying.
KS20. That's his name. Channel him.
And the guy,
I have not seen that movie in a long ass time. I don't know what his personality is
K2SO.
like.
I find your behavior highly suspicious.
well, look, I'm real sorry. I was just, and he doesn't really know what to say. He's just kind of gesturing blindly at the thing.
Go on.
Bumbling.
Do you still have the laser drill attached to you?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, you're probably very intimidating right now.
Yeah, an assassin.
just-
You're
droid with a
literally an
laser
assassin
drill.
droid. He doesn't know you're a mechanic.
Yeah, so I think like he is going to raise a comm link to his mouth. Like he's going to comm link to someone else.
I suggest you don't do that.
And he stops.
I suggest you don't do that.
Just level the fucking laser drill at him.
Out of
This guy
curiosity,
just bought-
Just fucking listen, meatbag.
how much of the cannon has been installed at this point?
Ooh,
Let me see
yeah.
here. Let me roll for it.
Oh god.
Because I'm gonna be really mad if we gotta leave in the middle of this thing getting installed.
You know what would be funny if we just talk about the like. I have a unfriendly Deshad that likes to eat people, and you starting to seem like a big old snack.
I like how he's just going to go ahead and volunteer me to eat this man.
Oh
Doesn't even question my taste. Just by the way.
I mean, really, all he'd have to do to prove his point is like reach over and open up the fridge.
This is true.
Turn over, open door, and a bunch of body parts fall out.
There's just heads on the shelves. Everything's neatly quartered and packed away. Like this is a forearm from this person. Uh-oh.
I would say that they have just completed moving the twin cannons to the front, but they have not started mounting the quad lasers to the top. It'd probably be about this time too. I'll give you just a second to think further about it, Hick, because he clearly wants to get out of the situation. But at this time, like at this point, Koljan, you'd probably be coming back up.
Yep. Okay.
So you wouldn't know what's going on. So I guess it's kind of between the two of you. What would you do next? And Hick, what would you do next?
I
Where
might
would
make
I
a
be?
suggestion to the man. How about you complete your task and I forget you ever were here?
Where exactly did I go? Because like I know I had to go sell the items, come back, order the cannon part and everything else. Did I just fuck off to like a casino to spend
I would
my last
probably make
188 credits?
Yeah, that's
I mean, you can say whatever you want. If I forget about you for any time, you can play it however you want.
like
All right,
you're
I went
just
to a
there on the
casino to
ship
gamble
with, like,
away
no
my
one
188 credits in the hopes of getting something back.
No, like he's just there on the ship the whole time.
Was
He
it roll
came
a
back,
luck
like,
check?
An hour ago.
Yeah, we can do that in a minute. So here's with it again. Going back to the fact that you rolled very well, Hick. I think he just like sighs. He's like, look, I can't disable this thing, but I can at least disable the tracker. And he like holds up a hydro spanner, and he basically, of course, you'd have to trust him to actually do it.
Well, I mean, he's basically shit himself scared at this point.
Yes.
I didn't know there was a
So,
tracker. Did you guys?
Nope.
No,
Cool. At least we know there's a tracker now.
He's just told you that. This was not
Technically,
he
Hick is
just
the
told
only
us.
one.
yeah, I suggest that you do that.
And he says, yeah, I will, you don't kill me, all right?
Affirmative.
So he turns around and he, continually like looks over his shoulder, probably at you, at the
Just
icy
standing
glare of this
menacingly.
assassin droid.
At the
Just
at the
menacingly
emotionless
staring.
face of death that is hovering upon
Yep.
him.
And
staring at me menacingly.
so he turns around, he goes, I swear to God, I don't know how to disable the governor, but they won't know where you are anymore.
My sensors indicate you are not lying.
And he goes, please just don't say anything to my boss.
I don't even know who that is.
That is
Can I
easy to
leave now,
accomplish.
please?
But now I know you are working for someone, which makes it even more interesting.
He meant, to be specific, he means like his supervisor, like the dude.
Right, that's true. Okay, fair enough.
Like he just means don't tell anybody above me that I did this for you.
Just like I won't tell if you upgrade the cannon.
For free.
I don't know. Let's settle for the tracker.
No, I'm totally fine with that. I just
Yeah.
thought it would be funny to
I'm
bring
gonna say,
that
we're
up.
gonna need more for that.
You are free to go.
So I think like right as he's like leaving Koljan, you would come back and you see this guy like kind of like half like shaking and sweating profusely as he's like coming out of the ship. and and then so you would approach the the head guy, the tech that we had at the beginning about the cloak shape. So you want to get a hyperdrive installed.
Yes, I do.
All right, let's take a look here. So
So fun thing, I was looking at the like hyperdrive attachments in Ogdude.
There's only a 4 and a
And-
grade 8. Those are the only two you can get in Ogdude.
Yeah, so those ones are weird because what they say is they reduce, where is it? 4 decreases hyperdrive class by 1. So as far as I'm aware, that means you're supposed to already have a hyperdrive for the modules. There's the hyperdrive generator you can get though.
Oh.
I think that would be probably the base one is the hyperdrive generator.
Possibly.
But the modules also add fucking astromech droid socket to starfighters.
I'll do the next thing on my
Astromech
list.
brother.
Get myself a goddamn R2 unit.
take a look.
Droid brother.
Look.
There's some really cool attachments for these things though. There's some really cool ones. You can make the weapons retractable?
It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, I know. Let's throw all-terrain legs onto the Terrapin.
Oh God.
All-terrain legs so it could just land anywhere.
Yeah, there's literally the base modification says as a maneuver, pilot may shift in or out of walker mode.
Like the Terrapin just lands. Just
Oh my god, it'd be a
stomping towards
real
people.
fucking turtle.
Just
Oh, wow, you're right. It does add an astromech droid socket. That's interesting.
Zay, maybe you can help since you've been looking through the books.
Yeah.
Where are the hyperdrive prices, and is there a table for that somewhere?
I went.
The hyperdrive stuff is in a book that you don't have on your stuff from what I've seen. So they are out of fully operational on page 82. I didn't see one in your Google Drive for that.
I'm looking on Ogdude right now, and there are the attachments for the ship.
Yeah, so in Ogdude, there's the hyperdrive generator of a rarity of 4, price of 6,400, but it says it requires a hard point of 1, and all it says is base modifications. 1 decreases hyperdrive class by 1 to a minimum of 1 mod.
Oh, I'm looking at the hyperdrive class 4 attachment for the ship
Oh,
itself,
I see them.
and it says
I
it's
see them now.
6,000, hard points 1, base modification, add class 4 hyperdrive, add astromech socket. Optional modification, 4 decrease hyperdrive class by 1 to a minimum of 0.5 mods. Add class 14 backup hyperdrive mod.
Yes. So I was looking at that because in the core rulebook, because I was looking at that first, there is an attachment on, I believe it's page 271. Yeah. So there's a hyperdrive generator that's just an attachment in the core rulebook that's 6,400. And requires 1, I believe. But what it says is may be installed on any ship with hyperdrive is the thing.
Huh.
So that's the text on it that kind of throws me. Is I think you need to get like a base model generator before you can look into like the class mods for it, because I think what those do is they upgrade it to a lower number, so a higher quality.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got out of looking at it.
Let me see here.
Yeah, because 271 in the core rulebook has the hyperdrive generator as an attachment on it. Otherwise, all the stuff I'm seeing in Ogdude is in a book that I don't see in Drive.
Fully operational, page 82.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking at.
yeah, because we don't have fully operational in
This
here.
one just says like just for the base mods, it just adds the hyperdrive to it, and the astromech socket, which is weird. But
Yeah, it does say add class 4 hyperdrive mod.
that's just the base. So I think this is the simplistic one where it's 6,000 credits, 1 hard point, rarity of 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that. I don't really want to get too into the weeds with this.
That's fair. That would probably be the simplest one. Plus, you get the astromech socket on. your
Cool, then I
Starfighter.
can go waste another 10,000 credits on a fucking astromech droid.
I'm gonna go ahead and add- so the hyperdrive module is what you're looking at, right?
Class 4 hyperdrive class 4 module is what I'm looking at.
Okay, so
It's the same thing, but just for some reason, there's 2 that are worded slightly differently.
yeah, the other one is like the AD15 hyperdrive class 4. I'm not sure what the difference is specifically. They're from different books. Let's see. One is much more rare. It looks like.
Oh, Neffy, before I forget to tell you,
Yeah.
his computer came in. So he can do PC gaming now.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna play Fortnite with us.
Yeah, he can do it. He has no excuse now. Because his computer is actually better than mine, technically.
So this changes your primary to 4 then?
I
how that
believe so.
works?
And I'd have 2 hard points left after it.
Okay, we'll fix that.
And...
Okay, so all that should be done.
Okay, so dude's good. Is there a way I could try and maybe negotiate with this guy again?
To lower the
I
price.
forgot all about that.
So you're trying to get a price bump on the module
Yeah, let's go with that.
hyperdrive? Okay,
Let's just try to haggle, just because I can.
sure. So whatever stat you want to pitch it, and say
Charm.
whatever you want to say. All right.
Let's go with charm.
All right. I'm gonna say the difficulty here is gonna be 3 purple.
Okay. Okay. I tried. At least I'm not rolling threats or anything. I'm just failing.
That's
You
no
know,
more
I
space
could-
worms.
I could, but then I'd get in trouble. They'd probably dock my pay, and you're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, man, I understand. I'm just trying to trying to
funny
scrape
would it be
every
if I just
credit
came
I
up
can
behind-
out of this. All right.
Just
All
come
right,
up
so-
behind him. I assure you, you should do the repairs anyway. For free.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think. Damn.
So at this point, is there anything else you guys want to do on the surface? Zoran, of course, well, you can, if you want to say you were off gambling, we can do one last roll before you go back into space. and see if you can-
Come back with nothing.
I want to say I was off gambling.
All right, so you have 188 credits. How do you want to play this? Do you want to do one roll, like all or nothing? Do you want to place a bet?
Hey,
Dealer's
Berg,
choice.
yeah, this is an Empire at War,
Oh,
but also there's no Edge of Empire
Oh, bother.
category for Twitch,
I would
so
say
this is the
is
closest
probably
thing
a
I
cool
can get.
roll.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's got to play it cool.
I give you cool or streetwise, but your cool is a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I'm
Someone
gonna
just
give it
came in the
to-
chat and said, "This ain't no Empire at War." Because I have a stream where we're playing Empire War. I'm like, yeah, but there's no Edge of Empire option on Twitch, and tabletop RPGs is too vague. So
And just do TTRPG. Why not?
it's too vague.
But
So
then
I'm
just
gonna
title
say-
it.
I'm sorry.
Do what you can do. What are we doing?
I'm sorry. Just
Fine.
do cool versus.
We'll
I'm
switch
gonna
it
say.
over.
I'm gonna say it's 3 purple, and I want to use the dark side, but I have to give you the chance to use your light side first.
Oh fuck.
Look at that. Tabletop RPGs. Now we're okay. Everything's right in the world.
Should I bother using a light side point to try to save 188 credits?
No. Are you
No.
fucking insane?
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah.
So upgrade your difficulty, please.
Oh boy.
Wait, what are you rolling?
Cool.
What's
So I
your
have 2
cool-
yellow, 2 a red, and 2 purple.
Oh god, are you about to like have us owe
He's
money
about to
after
lose it
this?
all.
Bankrupt.
He's about to lose it all.
I'm probably losing everything. Whatever, I got the cannons right. That's all that matters.
We got the cannons on the ship, man. That's all I can do.
Watch,
God,
you end up
alright,
like
I'm
you end
gonna
up
roll.
like triumphing and come back with like 3,000 extra credits. Oh,
Ah!
Oh,
and you rolled a
It's
threat.
cool.
now you owe us money.
So, so you definitely lose all of your 188 credits trying to gamble while you're waiting for the others.
Berg, if you want to try and
I
get
would
like a
say
game
that
of
the
like
threat
this together, like an
is-
RPG game together, there is actually I found these guys on a
I
I
subreddit.
should just serve it in the bank
It's
account.
Star Wars
I
RPG,
was
and there
gonna
are
say,
people who will
probably
run
something like-
games. There's also a Discord for them too,
Someone
where there are
at the
people who
casino
run
probably
games and they'll
noticed
look for
you
people who want to play. So if you want to
and
find a
knows
group
who
to
you
play
are
with, you can
and
just
took
go to
you.
either that subreddit
Fuck.
or
And we
go to
just
the
got the
Discord
tracker
for Star Wars
disabled.
RPGs, and people, people
Ah.
are
Doesn't really
recruiting
know
all the
what
time to
we
play the
are.
games. So you
True.
want to try that.
But just on my end, just like,
Ah, well, it was 188 credits. I wonder if they're done with the cannon.
So I think ultimately, since we've
But
been
I
on the
appreciate you
service
stopping
for
in for a little bit. I
when you
appreciate the
get
views.
back, I
Thank
think
you
the
very
threat
much.
Plays out is like as you get back in the ship, everyone is sort of
You're
ready
more
to
than
go.
welcome to stick
All
around
the
and
upgrades
watch.
are installed.
I'll be your
You're all
friend for
paid
the
up.
stream.
There's not really anything preventing you from leaving, but like as you guys are getting settled in, you notice that the foreman is like talking to security and like pointing towards your ship.
Well, that doesn't seem good.
I was talking to someone in my
Did we,
chat.
like,
What
threaten
happened?
anybody
Did
here?
our repairs finish at least?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I was talking to someone in my
Upgrades
chat.
are done. So your hyperdrive has been installed. And
Woo!
your
I'm no
weapons
longer
are all
I'm no
moved.
longer stranded to sublight.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
bail and ditch them. if
I
it-
can
if it's
finally
a fan.
I can just leave these losers. I'm just kidding. I'd never do that.
so what? You've got a class 4, right?
Like
Yeah.
he starts to try to jump, and I'm just
Terrapin's got a class 2 primary, and it's supposed to have a class 15 backup.
If it's not there, it's probably just some import issue, so I can fix that.
Yeah, it was something I noticed the other day. I was
I
like,
don't
oh
even
yeah.
know. I technically have to read up. I'm not exactly sure how the backups work.
I don't either. That was something that was kind of weird looking at it.
I never
but-
knew that there was backups in Star Wars. I was like, you have hyperdrive, and then it's broken or it works.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's fair.
Let me put my credits back down now. I have 1,037,
Okay.
not 7. Okay.
So, having seen this, I imagine, and you can correct me, obviously, if you have a different opinion, you guys would make haste to take off.
Let's GTFO.
I'm just in the cockpit and I see this happening, and I'm just like,
Hick, what happened on the ship while we were gone?
Well, boss man, one of the techs tried to was fiddling with the governor that was installed without our permission, and instead of letting him fiddle with it, I made him disable the tracker. However, it appears that you have also gained the attention of some unsightly people.
There was a tracker?
Hang on. Did you say there was a tracker on it?
I did.
So what you're telling me right now is those people out there are probably wondering, why is our blip not happening on this tracker? We need to leave now!
Indeed.
Everyone's on the ship,
then,
right?
As long as we have some leftovers, I don't want to get hungry on the way out.
I feel
So,
like we're
Zell,
we're
we
all
have
on the ship.
so many leftovers. Do you have any idea how many bodies you've dragged onto this ship?
I
Pizzas.
A quarter of my fucking cargo hold is taken up for your snacks and your dipping sauce.
And also pizza and beer. Let's not forget the pizza and beer. Very important.
Well, that's separate. We don't want Brungus's pizza and beer to be contaminated by human or otherwise corpses.
Hey, they are salted and dried. They are perfectly safe.
Or frozen.
Well, salted, dried, frozen, it's all the same thing.
Cured.
Yeah, sorry if I don't believe you. I kind of don't want to get, a prion disease.
Ah, fair enough. You humans and your weird biology.
I know, we're so much weaker. Whatever, we gotta go now.
We
Can't
need.
get up on the runway out there.
Always so
Touch the
yelling.
drive.
Always with the yelling.
Well, I'm sorry that my ship has been castrated. We can't move as fast as we want to, and we're stuck in hut space.
Well, of course this is all your fault to begin with,
My fault?
Well,
Yes,
As
it
you-
is
we'll
your
figure out
fault.
whose fault it is after we're in fucking space. Let's go.
As you guys are like arguing, like your like comm panel on the front of the ship starts flashing, like someone's trying to hail you.
What the fuck is this?
Hi, can I answer?
Absolutely.
All right. There you go. Boston's Pizza. Many Boston decided to bring this flavor. How can I help you?
Unknown vessel. You are not cleared for takeoff. Remain on your platform.
I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up a little bit. Could you repeat that one more time? Zorn, take the fuck off, dude.
Do not leave. Do not take off. You are not cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Got it.
Hit the fucking blaster button. Just shoot him.
Are we? Can we leave now?
You just hear in the distance.
Wait, did they say we're good?
We're good. They said we're clear. Go.
Yeah, look,
Just
he's
fucking
telling
hit
you-
the button and leave.
Yeah, he's telling you not to leave, but there's no one stopping you. So you guys are free to get off.
All right, clear for takeoff. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Ta-da, we're gone. Go.
All right. So with that in mind, which way are we going?
Calling Bothanos. Have a
Putnam's
good day.
choice, yeah.
So the only we have Duhutta, Hosko, and Rorik. I think we talked about going towards Hosko or Duhutta, because I think we all agreed that the yellow route out may be the shortest, but probably the least fun.
Duhutta sounds like a song that would come from Star Wars Rammstein.
Duhutta, Duhutta Mish.
Duhutta Mabugi. Duhutta Mabugi.
Duhutta Mabuki.
Oh my lord.
Duhutta McClunky. Duhutta McClunky.
Oh my
This is
god.
great.
Oh,
Oh wait, hold on. Let me look this up.
Fuck.
Yeah, we'll figure out where we're going. I'll figure out this bit.
I vote for Hosko from like a game point status, because I feel like going the red would be not quite towing the line with death like black, but hey, we have 2 stops to decide whether we want to tow the line with death.
Well,
So, you guys had made the repair previously, so the whole time you're like taxiing and getting into orbit, and like they're hailing you, trying to get you to stop, and then you just get up there and shoot off into hyperspace to the next system over.
Just as they're trying to hail us at some point, I just lean over and just like,
Hey, turn that shit off.
he just flips the switch, turns our comms off.
Oh, I was listening to that. It was amazing. I love listening to people complain.
Just in the background, all you're hearing is,
You need to turn around. You're not good. Don't go.
Česko, Balto, Takrista, Krenko Yakolska, Nukli Numa. Boompa! Dun 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 dun. Okay.
what the fuck?
I was just looking up Jabba's lines and just repeating Jabba's shit.
So as you guys arrive
smell
at the
water.
Hosko system, I have prepared these sort of hut space tour guide on your computer.
One sec, I gotta go grab a drink.
Or what?
Also, I don't have to go pick up my girlfriend, so I don't have to leave. Woo!
Oh, sweet!
yeah.
Totally forgot about that. Oh, wait, so we've got a hut space
Yeah, I
tour
did
guide.
too.
Where is this at?
So, sorry. Basically, as you arrive at each system, you punch up information on the planet, and the sort of hut space, like the hut's sort of take on each planet will come up in your information. And I've written up a little blurb each place. So,
Where is this at?
it's not in. I'm gonna read it when you get
Oh.
back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
That's cool. Let's take 3 then here.
This is turning out extremely interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm back. I have water now.
Nice. Neffy just left us for a bathroom break.
Oh, well, if he's leaving for a bathroom break, then I'm also going to go get an alcoholic beverage because working construction is turning me into an alcoholic.
Most things turn people into alcoholics.
Yeah, this is true.
All right, I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
I forgot. This is early Empire Day, so Sugana Esana is a popular Huttese song. Ugh. What are the lyrics to that song?
I hope you're all proud of me. I am now living up to the me that is in the intro. I have an angry orchard.
I am super duper proud of you.
We grew up so fast.
We are all impressed. Yeah.
I'll even drink it exactly like I did in the intro.
No, I don't want to exit Foundry. What the fuck are you talking about? You're crazy.
You do want to exit Foundry.
No!
You're a liar!
Where's that voice from?
You're with him. You brought him
Who
here to
says
kill
that?
me. Nice.
Zool?
Zool.
Zool? I haven't heard you in years, man. Where did you go?
I actually, so I made that preset after playing the God of War game, not Ragnarok, but the original one,
But
but
the
fucking
original one?
because it sounds like Jormungandr,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right? When he comes out and he's just like,
That is pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty spot on, actually.
I love it so much. I love fucking around with this shit. At
Yeah,
one
they just
point,
added
I
New Game
did
Plus
something
to
very
Ragnarok.
similar, but I made it so you could hear it, and it sounds exactly like Jabba.
Yeah, they just added New Game Plus to Ragnarok. So I'm doing a Gimme God of War.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I don't know any Huddies though, so.
I'll stick with this.
I'm back here, so
Hey.
everyone here.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
lame.
am drinking
So
the exact drink from your intro in the exact way I drank it in the intro.
Perfect.
so the song Sugan Esana, the opening to Fallen Order,
Yeah,
the song by
By
the
The
Who.
Who.
Yeah, it's not Huttese. It's just some random ass
No.
Star Wars language. I thought it was Huttese. I'm sad.
is it? I thought it was.
Nope.
I thought it was like
Currently-
their typical Mongolian shit.
No, it's not even Mongolian. It's straight up just random Star Wars gibberish.
Oh, I mean that's fucking cool though. It's a badass song.
Oh, yeah, I love the song.
I love the Who in general. Their song Wolf Totem's fucking awesome. I don't know if I like the.
There's
regular
also a
or
version
one
of
they
the
did
song with
Jacoby Shadows.
lead singer I can't remember his name.
Papa Roach, yeah. Jacoby
yeah, Papa
Shadows.
Roach. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good.
They
version.
also did a song called UAU with From Ashes to New. That was another good one. I'm a metalhead, so I listen to all that shit.
I'm into that
Yeah,
shit.
it's-
Okay, what were we doing?
So, as
Moving
you
on to
guys
Hosco.
drop out of hyperspace in the Hosco system, I would say someone probably in the cockpit punches up for information, and we get a very lovely tour guide that I've created for this little adventure.
Ooh.
Welcome
Yay.
to Hosco. This agricultural world is orbited by a small station frequented by traders and transports. It was once fiercely contested by the warring factions of the Hutt Cataclysm 15,000 years ago. And you guys would notice, in fact, a small space station orbiting the main planet here, Hosco.
Wow.
I hate it already.
It's so beautiful. All right, let's go.
When did this voice get installed on my ship?
It's like one of those. It's like the
Wait.
museum thing, like where you have the headset in the museum and you just plug it in to the.
You had
and that's
It's
just
coming from the governor.
they installed a tour guide into our ship. How nice of them.
Someone programmed a poorly designed. Oh no,
I
my
just noticed-
ears.
I just wrote it because I thought it was funny, but I like that
That's
it's
just-
coming out of the governor.
Is that
Yeah,
just
the
an-
governor is just fucking putting it out through a speaker, and we're just like,
What is that? I thought we
This
cut
is
comms. Hey,
this is all just an elaborate
We
attempt
did.
to give
Get
us
us
some
to be a
culture,
tourist.
to make us sensitive to hut culture.
who is trying to inform me on Hut space?
And would appear the governor.
So a
This
couple things
we're
here.
this is
So
just hut sensitivity training.
it is literally. It's like propaganda basically. That's what I was going for. Like, they're basically indoctrinating you as you go through that space.
just like,
Yeah, what a lovely agricultural planet.
I hate it.
Why is
I
this
hate
made of
everything about it.
webs?
I'm really, I can't wait for some of the other descriptions. But anyway, so here again, you guys, there is a space station. There is actually a pretty well-known Twi'lek that runs the station. However, you don't have any specific use for it, so you're not forced to use the station. You guys would just need to make a mechanics repair check to fix the hyperdrive before you move on.
Well,
All right, Hick, go for it.
I know when my turn's up.
Anyone feel like we need to stop on this lovely agricultural planet or
No, I
its
think we
lovely
should
single
leave.
star station?
No, we literally just
Nah,
got everything we need to do. Now huddle. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, cool. We're leaving then.
Rolling.
Yay! Oh, goddamn.
do we need to roll?
That's your normal
investigation,
mechanics
too?
check?
Yeah.
What the actual shit?
Yeah, his normal mechanics are nuts.
Have you seen my normal melee check?
How? Oh my god, I've never even seen. That's ridiculous.
3 yellows, 2 greens, and then 2
the fuck
negative setbacks.
Sal's melee check is 4 yellows and a green.
Oh fuck! My ranged heavy and light are 3 yellows each. So
Oh man, that's funny.
but do we need to roll like astrogation?
I like how I'm the only one who doesn't have like insane bonkers stats on a skill. I'm just kind of trying to be well rounded.
Listen, man, I chose my path and I went with it. All right.
Yeah, this is what I did. I was like, you know what? I want to crush skulls with my bare hands. This
Alright.
is what I went for.
So we succeeded.
Yep. So I would say that yeah, you need an astrogation check, but it's just going to be 1 purple. I mean, you're only going 1 system.
Gotcha.
It's sort of a formality, but we'll see if there's any like threats or anything rolled out of it.
Ooh.
Even better.
Okay. I would say with that, you probably don't need an astrogation check for your next jump.
Nice.
If you have any thoughts or ideas for the other advantages, you're welcome to throw them out there. Otherwise, you can pass the blue along. Otherwise, you guys will jump ahead to Varl.
So I would really like it to be like, so not from our perspective obviously, but like say someone was watching this as like a movie or something, and Hicks mechanic check, the threat that he rolled off of doing the mechanics check to work on it is like the tracker on the Governator blipped back on for a second, and they're like, oh, look at that. And then my astrogation check, it fucking went away. They're like, wait, where'd they go? We just had them for like a second.
Okay, so
It's like that episode of Family Guy where Chris gets discovered by the FBI.
Just
For
like,
the
okay,
red
hold
flag.
on. They were at Hosco. Where are they going?
okay, so as far as like our lore reasoning for going through the black route, I have a suggestion. Here we go. Ready? So we know that they were tracking us from Nalhutta.
Oh.
So
you
we
think
should
staying
go
in the
the
red path
route
makes
they
it
would
red?
not expect us to go,
So, ooh, okay, I like
which
the
would be the
direction you're
most
going in.
dangerous way. Which would be the most dangerous route. Would be the one they're not expecting us to go.
Yeah, and so like with this ping too at Hosco, right? Maybe we kind of know that they might be still tracking us at some point. And so we're just like, okay, we can either go straight through the middle of hut space or we can try to go around a little.
Yeah, I throw you guys a bone too. Like maybe the advantage of going through the black path, if that's what you're talking about. Maybe like at Varl, you're able to use the advantages and additional successes to kind of throw them off. Like you send a sort of a false signal indicating that you're heading along the red path, whereas you're actually not.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that works for me. I like that.
I like that a lot,
That
actually.
work? Okay, great, cool. So we will stop at Varl first. So let me. There is actually something here.
There's a thing here. Oh god, it's probably a fucking freighter or something. A Corvette, Star Destroyer. Death Star.
So first, as you enter the system,
Starforge.
of course, the governor chimes again.
Star Killer Base.
The original homeworld of the Hutt species, Varl is currently uninhabited due to a cataclysm 15,000 years ago. A Hutt patrol fleet monitors Varl at all times due to its venerated status. Now, while I say that, you guys would enter the system and notice that there is, in fact, not an entire fleet here.
Oh.
Would notice is that at the very edge of your sensor range, so at extreme range, is an let me describe this a little bit.
What the fuck?
So, you guys, your ship scanners would be, be flashing and beeping at you immediately, indicating that there is a ship in the system. If you look out a window, you will see this thing. It is quite huge. Now, as far as what it is exactly, you can see what it is in the token art if you hover over it.
Nice
But if
cock.
someone would like to actually make me a roll to identify it specifically, let me see
Sure.
if that would be a roll. I'm going to say you could roll computers to scan it or just mechanics in terms of like expertise. So either one would be okay. I'm going to say the difficulty would be 3 purple.
Well, I know what I must do.
Yeah, go
I know
ahead.
what
Scan
I'm-
that shit.
Woo! Yeah!
Good job.
Oh, look at that. We know what it is.
Man, we are killing it. You didn't even add the blue dye to that one.
Oh,
We
that's
did
good.
not.
So, with that check, you would obviously know that it is what appears to be an Azure class heavy cruiser. Now, your mechanics and your expertise, you would know that this is a very ancient ship. This was used in the Old Republic.
Interesting.
With your additional success and advantage, I'll give you that. Essentially, you can tell that the power output from the ship itself is very minimal. It doesn't seem like it's
It's like a
completely
ghost ship.
powerless, but it is like it's sort of drifting. And if you wanted to make a comms check, like and hail them, you would probably note that no one responds to you.
Can we do a life
Oh
form
god,
check?
is this gonna be like some Dead Space shit?
Let's do
I feel like
let's do a
what
life
happened
form
is
check.
we jumped in, we saw that thing, and I want to say we immediately were like, cut the power, cut it, turn it off right now. And we kind of sat there and waited for a minute. And they're like, okay, they're not hailing us. Hick, do a scan, and he does the scan, and he finds all that. And it's just like, okay, what?
Should we do a life form scan?
And like in the back of my head too, I'm just like,
But the travel guide said that it was guarded by a fleet. What is this? That's a trap, right? That's a trap.
It does
Well,
definitely
according to
seem
the
like a
scans,
trap.
According to the scans, this is an old ship. Barely any power going.
So there's no power. You said what is the old Republic cruiser?
Old Republic, yes.
What the hell is this doing out here? Like, wait a minute. What? Oh man, you guys think
Specifically,
there's
it's an
any good
Azure
tech on
class
that
heavy
ship?
cruiser.
If
Mm.
you wanted to throw a computers check, someone could do a computers check at a 3 purple difficulty to see if there's any life forms.
All right, let's roll it. Darn it.
oh no.
Mm.
Unfortunately, readings are inconclusive.
Neat. Well, I have a proposition.
I'll throw this out there. So you do not detect any life forms. With 3 advantages, you do note that there is something in the cargo hold,
Neat.
like cargo. It's not alive.
I have a
Scans indicate
proposition.
that there is cargo.
I want to go inside and explore it.
I have a proposition that we can do.
I'm getting the bad feeling that this is like that that zombie virus.
I was going to say the same thing about that, but while we can split into teams, we can have the Terrapin land on the ship, check the cargo hold. I can make a once over around the planet and make sure there's not a fucking fleet waiting for us.
I want to go expose the ship.
I feel like what would be probably a better idea is if you got in the cloak-shaped fighter and went around the cruiser while we land in and check, just so that way if anything starts coming up on the ship, you can warn us.
Okay, that could work too. I mean, kind of it's basically the same plan. Just I was gonna go around the
Yeah,
planet.
except you're not
Make
going
sure-
fucking 3 hours away.
Make sure there's not a fleet on the other side of the planet that's coming around. I mean, I'd stay out of the gravity well. There's a whole ass
Yeah,
space
but that
around
means
there.
you have to go an even longer distance around. It's not
All
like
right,
you
all right.
can see
We'll
it
go with that.
in
We'll go with that
hyperspace.
plan. I'll run escort around the ship.
Cool.
So
I'm
what's
actually
your-
really interested in this. I want to know what kind of artifacts are on it.
I want to know what love
Well,
is.
it's
Like,
public-
I want
public.
you to
want
show
know
me.
what it is.
I want to know.
Nice cock.
All right. So what's happening first? So is Koljan gonna?
I'm going to
over
get in the
there?
cloak shape and detach and do a fly
Yeah,
around.
we're gonna split off at the same time. He's gonna do a recon mission around, and we're gonna go straight for that cargo hold.
I was actually want to walk around the ship within the immediate area, staying close to the cargo hold, but explore a little bit.
Just grab everything.
I kind of want to go to the computer room and
Anything
see.
my big
and
meaty discharged shoulders can carry. Yeah.
My danger
I wish to go to the
senses
computer
are
system to
tingling,
detect,
but my
uh,
loot detector is firing.
What was
I
that,
want to
Hick?
go to the computer room.
See, my mind's telling me no, but my pockets are telling me yes.
Body.
I know,
But my
right? It's like
body.
such a weird juxtaposition.
All right.
Well,
So
Wait, hold on. My mind's telling me no, but the gasping sound my wallet makes when I open it up is telling me yes.
Just every time you open it up, it goes, "Feed me, feed me, Seymour."
I did just drop 6,000 credits on this hyperdrive, so.
I just dropped 8
A
grand.
little
on
bit.
the
I'm starting to get
clock.
attached to this cloak shape, so. In fact, I'm gonna name it at some
Well, I
point.
spent 250 credits on my shredder armor.
And you
All
look
right, there,
beautiful in it.
chainsaw man, calm down.
all right. So Koljan, give me piloting space check at 2 difficulty.
Okay. Yoink. Piloting space. 2 difficulty. Shazam.
Oh shit, that was a really good roll.
Oh, this
I'm
is
amazing.
nice.
I'm actually a halfway decent pilot.
Then give me a computers check and add a blue from your advantage there.
Okay, okay,
2
okay.
purple again.
You said a computers check? Yeah, fuck. This isn't gonna
You
be
got
nearly.
this,
Cole.
This is gonna be nearly
You
as
got this,
good.
Cole, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, not terrible though. Okay, so you zip around this massive ship and fly around the nearby planets. I would just tell you that visually you don't see any other ships. In terms of like a scan, your scans are inconclusive, so you don't know if there's any ships hiding in any sort of like the poles of any of the other planets. But with the advantage, the extra advantage with your computers check, I would say that we can pass that along, or if you have an idea for it, of course.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
and
a
I'd
cool ship
say,
name. I like that. Huh.
Just in general, you don't really notice any change in the ship in the cruiser itself.
Okay.
All right, so what's the next step exactly? Are you guys going to dock with the Terrapin or what?
Well, so while he was going around doing his visual inspection and the computers check, we're just kind of heading for that cargo hold.
Gonna pull right on in there because I know there's something there. I just don't know what.
How
All right,
cool
so
would it be to
who
just be
is-
floating
I'm
around in
assuming
space?
Who is flying the Terrapin? You?
Me.
All right. So you're going to also make me piloting space. We're going to say that you get a blue. And I have to give you guys the option first. I am going to use a dark side if you don't use a light side. And your
Vezin.
difficulty will be 2 purple.
Well, he's already warned us, so I mean,
I say go ahead and flip the dark.
All right.
All
So
right.
it'll be that same piloting check. Just upgrade your difficulty.
Because, I mean, right now it's 2 yellows, a green, and a blue against a single red and purple.
Ooh, I like that
Yeah.
one.
yeah, but you don't want to get a despair.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, well, you can.
Well,
think
hey,
about it.
now we have 3 light side points to spend later.
Indeed. Now we're even.
Yeah. Hey.
Nice.
Oh, goody.
Sorry I rolled a threat, but
At least you
No,
landed
look,
properly.
Chicken knows we're here.
We're the Huns? We're the bad guys?
No,
So-
no, the huts. Now all of Hutta knows we're here.
So you approach and you're able to latch on and create, get the airlock seal and approach the cargo bay. I'm going to say that the threat is something that you guys, from your initial entry of the ship, you would not notice.
I love hidden threats.
So, with that said, if you want to
Surprise! It's the
just explore
friggin' it's the aliens from Pitch Black.
Oh my.
Jesus.
if you just want to search the one cargo hold, I will let you roll a single piece of loot from that. If you'd like to explore the rest of the ship, you can roll for additional loot based on where you go.
I know Indy
Bioraptors,
wants to
that's what they're
explore.
called.
I really want to explore.
Yo,
I just think this is a really cool opportunity from like a player standpoint.
yo, you know, it'd be a really cool fight. The Bioraptors from Pitch Black versus the Xenomorphs.
That would be broken.
That'd be fucking awesome. I'm sorry, I just totally got distracted. I was like, that'd be fucking awesome.
What if we threw the Huacha in the mix?
Are those the Predators?
All right.
Yeah, those are the Predators.
That would be pretty fun. Like a team of Predators, a swarm of Bioraptors, and like a herd of Xenomorphs.
One Xenomorph queen that's had time to lay eggs.
Could you imagine the Xenomorph Bioraptors that come out of
Oh my god!
Holy fuck, you're right. Never mind, that's a terrible idea.
Oh my god!
That is the
They wouldn't be
perfect
like
life form.
They wouldn't have to worry about light because of their chassis. The carapace for the Xenomorph wouldn't have to worry about the light.
Oh my god.
And their cycles for sleep would be not necessary.
And they could fly.
Oh my god!
And they could fly.
So first, let's see. I don't think Zell has done a ton here. So let's have Zell roll for the cargo hold loot. So roll me a D100, Zell.
Oh yeah, I get
That's an underrated movie. That came out in 2000.
I can't remember. It was a great movie too. I can't remember what it's
/R space 1D100.
Yeah, Zell's just been role playing. He hasn't been rolling. I got a 30.
There's another threat. Oh no, that was Zorn's threat. Never mind. Ignore me.
Mm-hmm. Squidgy. Your old 30.
What did we win?
You won a lifetime supply of terror and nightmare.
Joke's
Oh,
on you.
no!
Joke's on you. I already have it.
So-
All right. So, being a random piece of loot, what you have earned, and I will let you guys know that this is something that you can sell. And
cool.
I will let you decide what the subject of it is, but this is a piece of kinetic art.
Oh,
Kinetic
No, we
art.
know what that
Kinetic
is.
art.
Kinetic art. It's movable art. You know what that is.
Oh no!
Space. What else would it
oh.
What if it's just a Newton's cradle?
Someone just
The little swinging metal balls that are on
Oh,
be?
desks?
yeah.
We know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It's a fucking Newton's cradle. That's kinetic art.
well, we're in hut space. Maybe we could be just like a hut art.
So that's going to be the random sort of thing. Again, this is something you guys I don't want you guys to pore over trying to figure out if this is plot related. This is just some art you found that you could probably dump somewhere for some extra credits.
Cool.
Throw it out the ship.
Fucking put it on board.
We can do some rolls, and you might be able to find some other things related to the ship if you wish to explore. That being said, to move through the ship will not be free. So where would you like to go first, and then we'll talk about how this works. Again, this is all going to be theater of the mind. I don't have maps for the interior.
Mm. Ooh.
You
Well,
could probably just keep
obviously,
checking
first
the
step,
cargo hold.
Leave the cargo.
I mean, was that everything that was in the cargo hold?
The only thing of importance.
That was the only thing of note. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
like,
It wants to go to the medical bay.
Medical bay is a good idea.
I wanna
That's
see-
what I should have
Spiky
bought while we
sense
were
of
friggin' Now Hut. More medicine. Bacta or something.
so
I
which-
just want to see if there's an armory or a place that this place stored ordnance, because there's gotta be torpedoes in this place, right? Like iron torpedoes.
Yeah, you would think that, but there's no. I mean, there's no guarantee.
Whether they have any.
Yeah, but like if they have some, then that's free. Then all we have to do is buy a launcher and install it on the Terrapin, and hey,
Oh.
we got weapons.
Also, whether they have any functioning repulsor lifts so you can actually take a bunch of stuff at once. Unless you got some on the Terrapin. I mean, that would kind of
Well,
make
I mean,
sense,
it is a
but
freighter.
probably not enough to carry heavy ordnance.
To find sharp and spiky pointy things.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, since Zell was checking the cargo bay, whichever one of you, other than Koljan, obviously, so Hick or Zorn, whichever one of you wants to proceed, make me a perception check before you leave the initial area around the cargo hold.
All right, I'll take one.
So perception against 2 purple.
Fuck.
No idea where you are. You've been followed by the darkness.
Okay, so you don't really notice anything noteworthy. However, you would. The advantage, I think, is that you would notice that the hallways leading away from the cargo hold are exceptionally dim. Like it's hard to really see very far in front of you. So proceeding through the hallways, future perception checks are going to be made with a single black added to them.
My helmet negates that.
Oh, that's true. But
Oh, yeah.
so
Sorry.
for Zorn, I can go fuck myself.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. That's how it works, man. It's cool.
That's actually really funny.
It's like, wow, it's dark in here. Hits a button.
Yeah, I feel like at first you're like, ah, shit, this sucks, and it's all dark, and then he just like hits a button on his helmet, and then it goes normal.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
so I can see inside,
Never mind.
Just so you know.
That's true. Okay, so with an advantage, then I want to give you something useful. So with an advantage, you would
Okay.
notice that that the I'm not sure what turbo lifts are in Star Wars. The mag lifts
Elevators.
connecting the
Turbo
deck-
lifts are just elevators.
Yeah, so the elevators connecting the decks of the ship are non-operational. So you will have to hoof it through the different decks.
Oh.
Well, stairs it is. Need to get my cardio in anyways. Can't always be sitting around as a pilot.
Yeah, this is how you get fat.
I know. I really need to
You're
try
not
to watch
fitting
it. I'm
your
starting
armor
to put
for
on a
that.
couple pounds.
And then, I mean, it wouldn't matter to me. I mean, it just, my food might not be as so short-handed, but I mean, just saying.
What now?
What?
Alright.
Nothing.
Zell,
So-
we'll get you more people. You have plenty of people in the cargo hold. We'll get you more people and some more of that Glockaw sauce.
Yeah, you probably should.
Zorn, as you take the stairs towards your first destination, make me a stealth check at 3 purple.
Oh no.
Wow, I'm starting to wish I was the one who got on the ship.
At 2 purple, you said?
3.
Ooh, shit. It was 3 green to 3 purple, boys.
Oh, fuck.
You got this.
Ah.
Oh, no. You do
Vez,
not.
that was
Again, at
awesome.
least we're not
Oh, there's
failing
no threat.
dramatically.
Except
We're
on,
not
like, the
failing
one
dramatically.
Fucking squeaky droid or some shit like that. Just a.
The mouse droid.
Mouse droid?
You mean the Imperial Standard mouse droid on an old Republic ship? That doesn't seem like that makes
No.
sense.
Hey, you never know. They may have repurposed it. You don't know. Just go back in time. Just.
Zorn, as you enter the armory, I would say, or do you want to go to the medical bay or the armory first?
I want to go to the armory because I need a new rifle.
Right, so as you go to the armory,
It's not gonna be new.
like before you even approach the door fires open and all the lights in the entire section of the ship come on.
Oh god,
Uh-oh.
and I have like night vision on.
Yeah, so you'd probably be blinded for a second.
Flashbang.
Yeah, just fucking.
Ah, God! Jesus! What the hell was that?
We have problems.
Can anybody else see anything? I can't see a thing.
All I see is the beautiful open space. Looking at the
Without
stars.
Asking you.
Without a
Planet.
roll, Cold Jam, you would see from the exterior, you would see that section of the ship light up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, neat.
So all the lights in like I would say one of the 4 sections are now illuminated.
Okay, what did you guys do?
Hail over comms.
Anything. Zorn wanted to go exploring. He
All right,
walked to the
so-
and
So
the
did
lights
you.
kicked on. Yeah, but I take my time and not rush things. You did that. You don't blame me.
Zorn,
I walked up
Zorn-
a staircase. What was I supposed to do? Go
Step
tiptoe
carefully.
up the staircase.
Yeah,
You're
Like the
supposed
Grinch.
to take careful steps. Yeah.
you're supposed to slither in like you're the Grinch.
Schlank.
So you're looking for a new rifle, you said?
Yeah, I want a new long range weapon. That would
Something
be.
to replace the blaster, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I want something other than a default blaster rifle. Something that'll actually help me out a bit in some of my long range engagements, since that's what I'm kind of aiming for now, is to be able to fight with the ship and long range.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So did we like split up?
No, we should all be
I
together.
thought you said you did, but you guys can be together. It doesn't matter too much to me. Let me
No,
see
he
here.
wanted to go. We're following his lead. He wanted to go to the armory, so I'm going behind him while I go to the med bay, and he set off all the lights.
I guess I'm just here. Just
Well,
hanging
someone
out.
threw a door open, so maybe it wasn't me.
Well, it's an Old Republic ship in the middle of hot space, and someone randomly saw the door open and all the lights kick on. Do you think that's a good idea or something we should be worried about?
Well, it's something we should be worried about, considering there's supposed to be a cataclysm on the planet below.
Well, yeah, you would think. So let us tread carefully and not get eaten by space aliens. I'm not
Well,
talking
then
about
what's
my
coming out of the door?
We should probably find out.
Let's just all look at the door and just. Never mind, I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
Let's send Hick. He's a robot. He'll be fine.
I was trying to lead that in for Jomi to explain what was going on. Yes.
So you find. LD1 target
Ooh.
rifle. So the damage isn't necessarily higher, but it has some nice qualities. Pierce 3 and accurate 2. It is
Ooh.
extreme range rifle, so it is longer range.
Oh, I will take that.
Okay, so let me add that real quick.
Ooh, look at this thing. That'll come in handy.
Very nice.
I now have a weapon.
It's got
on me
accurate-
for
it's got
all 4
accurate,
range
too.
Bands.
Dude, it's got accurate too.
Yep, it is a nice weapon.
And
Guys,
Pierce
I
3.
now have a weapon for all 4 range bands.
Wow.
Well, good. You
It
need
does, however, have slow firing and cumbersome on it as well.
Well, it's a sniper, so.
That's fair.
Cumbersome sometimes it depends. Let me see. Usually the cumbersome quality.
Oh, was that like the encumbrance or whatever?
Let me see here.
Yeah, so you probably just want to keep the pistol around and the rifle, and then you're good.
Yeah, it says you need a brawn equivalent to the cumbersome quality, but I don't really want to force you to do that because I mean it's fine.
I'll do what
Fair
I want.
Yeah, I mean it seems more fun to just not.
That's fair.
And I mean you were looking for something specific. I want you to have a cool weapon, so there you go. So we won't worry about that. What was the other thing? Slow firing. What does that do though? I'm curious. Let's see.
Die of a Legion scum.
It looks like you have to wait around between firing it, so you can't shoot it every single round.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's usually what slow firing
So you
is.
have, yeah. So like on some ships, it would have slow firing 2, means you have to wait 2 rounds, but for this, it's 1. So it's like a sniper thing. Like you have to take your time to aim it. I guess is kind of what they're going for.
Probably like
And
a
reload.
reload thing
Reload,
too,
yeah,
right? Like a
yeah.
50 cal fucking.
You're right. You're right. It's more like the reload. Absolutely. Okay. But anyway, so that's what you find there. All right. So I would say, other than the med bay, the only other real point of note would be like the main bridge. So do you guys want to go to both of those places as well?
I doubt.
Well, of
I doubt
course.
the bridge would have anything of. I mean, we could get some information, but I don't know what that's going to really do for us.
Well, I mean, it's an Old Republic ship in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it could have coordinates or someplace special.
I'm just enjoying the view. You guys do whatever. Space is just
Well,
so
we
pretty.
need to get the robot. We need the robot with us to check the hyper.
Joey, can I go ahead and do another perception check or a computer's check or whatever, just to keep an eye out?
Absolutely. Give me this. Gonna be a higher difficulty, so it'll be 3 purple this time
For which one?
for computers.
Fuck. Oh, this is gonna be
If you're doing a scan.
Yeah, we'll do a scan. Holy crap!
Oh, nice. Okay, so your scan reveals that the power levels on the ship have increased. It seems as though they're slowly coming online. So propulsion is now online for the ship, although it is not moving.
Yo, are we about to steal this whole fucking cruiser? I'm just kidding. Can 4 people pilot a cruiser?
Probably
No.
not.
Can and should are different things.
That is the best way to put it.
But I mean, we haven't got that far yet. So this is the information that you have. Do you want to share this with the group?
Yes.
Okay, so you comms over and let them know. Yeah, basically the ship's propulsion has come on.
Hey
So
guys,
we
whatever
need to
you
get
guys
on,
are doing,
get
you're
what we want and go.
Whatever-
before it floats off somewhere.
I was gonna say whatever you guys are doing, propulsion's back online on the ship.
Well, I guess it's time to go. Or get moving at least. I want to see more stuff.
Yeah, we should probably run faster.
If I found this rifle, I'm sure there's other things on here.
Well, most likely it's why I
Well,
wanted
we
to
found art,
search it
too.
in the first place.
Art's loaded up already, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
we got the kinetic art.
Yep.
Loaded
So
up on the Terramin.
to move on to the med bay, I'm gonna say someone else other than Zorn needs to give me a stealth check at 3 purple.
Do it, as in my stats checks are always so crazy good.
Put a lampshade on your head and go for it.
Yep. Add a blue for the lampshade. Add a blue. Perma blue for the lampshade on stealth. Please.
I never take it off.
Oh.
Just,
Oh.
like he's
Sleep
taking
up.
time to go stealthy. Puts on the lampshade.
Perfect. All right. So you
God.
guys make it to the med bay
Oh man, that's funny.
without anything happening of note.
Fantastic.
And-
Is that what you're supposed to do, Zon? You're supposed to be stealthy, not lumber through like an ox, tearing things down. What you doing?
Meanwhile, he's like shaking the ship every time he takes.
Yeah, you gotta ditch that clunky Mandalorian steel for a nice canvas lampshade.
So the lampshade is perfect. Keeps the blood out of my eyes, and it just looks fashionable. I
And it
like
really just ties the room
Now,
together,
you can
honestly.
Listen here, okay?
It just ties the room together, honestly.
It
This
does.
armor isn't
Okay.
art. This is a gift from my family.
Fine. I'm not. You do you. Yeah, I want to look for like. I'm not specific looking for anything, but I am looking for, med packs.
Yep.
Caustic gel.
Stem
Burning
packs.
things, spiky things, sharp things.
Bacta.
Yeah, that's what I said. Med packs. Back to health. We want healy
Okay.
things, burny things, and stabby things.
So first, roll me a d6. So that's just /R1d6.
Someone in my chat, Gabe in my chat, Zay says, "Yeah, well, maybe your family should have given you a lampshade instead."
You should have given him a lampshade. It would have worked better.
Listen here, I have motion sensors at short range now.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, how does that help you with a
Understands
stealth
the form
check?
and confuse enemies. They walk in, they say they're going to see you. You're a big shiny metal man. Of course they're going to. They look in corner and see me. They see a lamp.
You're a Deshad with spikes and chainsaws on your wrists.
And yet they still confuse me for a lamp. I don't want to hear it.
I do not make the rules.
What world are we in right now?
The one that works for me, of course.
The sitcom that Disney is too cowardly to make.
Mad on the lizard.
The Mandalorian and the space shark.
2.5
Oh, my
Mandalorians.
2.5 Mandalorians, and it's only 2 characters.
Which half?
What did I get? What did we roll?
So you found, unfortunately, with one, you found 1 stim pack and 1 med pack, which I've added to your inventory.
Well, that's not nothing.
And then let's see for the other things that might be useful here. Well, what else did you mention? Pointy things.
Burny things, pointy things.
Stabby
Oh,
things, pointy things,
I have an
things of
idea.
high value.
Well, high value to you guys. I'm a Deshad. I don't freaking care.
So, let's say, I don't know. I don't know if we've established this. Is there a back to tank on the Terrapin?
A tank?
Like an
a-
actual tank.
Yeah, the back to tank, like a recovery tank.
I don't know. I mean,
No,
so
the answer is no.
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll go
because the
with
ship
no.
technically has like 3 sleeping quarters, but I don't think we had like a specific,
They don't have
med
a
wing
med-
or anything.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high end equipment. I don't think we would. Have
Yeah,
that.
that's a little over what my foundling group was able to gift me when I left.
All right, so you guys, you would notice that there is a, the fluid doesn't look all that great, but there is a serviceable old back to tank in this med bay.
Fuck.
How much would that weigh? I wonder.
You probably need a repulsor lift even for the Deshad.
500 kilograms, according to Wikipedia.
That's actually not too much.
That's not that heavy.
I would think that probably between a droid and a Deshad, you could probably carry it.
Half a metric ton.
Makes sense to me.
And we have to hurry.
If nothing else, we could sell the damn thing.
True.
So I would posit. Do you guys want to take the back to
Yep,
tank?
I wanna
Fuck
take-
yeah! Steal everything you can.
You know, I've always wanted a dedicated medical wing because,
We get
we
shot
always
at.
get fucked up in fights.
That is my fault.
Take it. We get shot at a lot.
Every time we go through a fight, you never die, but you always have to take like a week of normal restoring, and you're just sitting there putting like your band-aids and stuff on, going, this will heal easily.
I'm a
That's
giant
good and all.
space lamprey. Of course, it's not going to hurt.
But this will get you up faster.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying we should take it.
No, I'm not arguing against taking it. Fucking take it. I want it on the ship. We'll retrofit one of the sleeping quarters as a new med wing.
Hell yeah.
How do you guys want to take it? Do you want to, like, I just picture like you guys start unbolting it and removing the cords.
You know
and
that
then Zell
scene
just
from Family
ripping it
Guy
out.
where they're running out of the fucking Death Star with the fucking couch?
Ouch! Turn it! You gotta turn it!
It's
Hey,
Wedge.
guys, come
It's
on, you have
Wedge.
a
Okay,
turning
okay,
here.
okay. All right. We'll just take off and figure this out later.
We'll figure it out later. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's easier than we're making it.
Okay, so my last question is, do you guys want to check out the bridge, or do you want to take the back to tank and get out?
I
I
say
want to
we-
check out the bridge.
Okay.
Go with Hick
Oh.
and take the back to tank.
I'm a
I am
pilot.
down for taking it back to
I'm a-
tank.
I am a pilot.
Well, you
I
two
am a
can carry
ship
the back to
fanatic,
tank to the ship. He can go to the bridge.
And
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is an old Republic ship. There's got to be cool shit up in this bridge, man.
Cooler than a back to tank.
Probably cooler shit in the quarters.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Honestly, the fact that there's like a modern back to tank on an old Republic ship that's in orbit around a dead world is
Actually,
really
kinda worries
interesting
me.
to me.
That actually worries me.
It is a little worrisome.
Okay, so if I'm clear, Zell and Hick are going to move the back to tank while you check out the bridge. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. This is
All right. So, I have this image of like Hick trying to unbolt the thing properly, and then Zell just like ripping it out of the ground.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's why I wanted to know how heavy it was.
It
What kind of tempo
was
that?
well, Bacta was invented around 4100 BBY.
Hmm.
So
Still within the Old Republic.
yeah, something.
Yeah,
like
but I feel like, obviously there's going to be a difference between an old Republic back to tank and a modern back to tank, right? Like there's
Yeah,
been.
that. Well, yeah,
technologically
it's
definitely
old.
modern. This is definitely. It looks like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was the original
Oh.
part of
Yeah,
the original.
someone probably brought it on the ship, which is why it's powering up, which is why we need to get it out of here before the fucking ship dips out on us.
Or
Yeah.
someone notices that it's back
Oh.
on.
I'm going to go to the bridge and try to see if I can find a way to like slow its movement or stop it. That's what I'm doing.
Or shut it
So
back
the ship-
off. That way
Yeah, the
no
ship
one
itself
realizes
is
the
not
ship is
moving
on.
yet. It's just active in terms of the propulsion, so it hasn't actually gone anywhere yet.
Yeah, but I'm going to go up to the bridge, make sure it's not going to go anywhere.
Okay, so your stealth check to get to the bridge will be 4 purple.
Oh, fuck.
I will not use the dark side.
Light side point,
Go for it.
guys?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Okay, so you said 2.
Me, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I think there's something on the ship.
I'm gonna upgrade my ability.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Vez, that is unsettling. I'm glad
But
we're already leaving.
Mandalorian, I'm not
Guys,
supposed to be stealthy. I'm supposed to fight. I'm supposed to fight you.
How
So-
is it that you don't make any sense to me?
Right as you guys get the back to tank back to the Terrapin, like the cargo or the airlock seal, is right when Zorn reaches the bridge. And Zorn, you punch you tap the the panel to open the bridge doors, and from the exterior, Koljan, you would see the entire ship light up. And from your perspective, Zorn, the doors come open, the entire bridge lights up, every console becomes active. You hear, everyone that's on the ship would hear the main engine actually fire and power up. And with that, I would say the last thing that I would ask is please, Zorn, also make me a perception check at 2 purple.
Dun, 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 dun. Yay!
All right.
Good.
What do I see?
Oh God, what is in here?
So one of the consoles and the panels very close to the front of the bridge, like across the room from you, as far away from you as it can be in this room, you notice what looks like specifically, with 3 successes, I'll be very specific. You see something that catches your eye. The light that's flashing is a different color. It's like this bright flashing green. And when you I would say you're like, you kind of like zoom in or just kind of get a better vision with your helmet scanner, and you would see that this appears to be a code cylinder.
A code cylinder.
I'm gonna grab it.
So,
Jomi,
dash
I would
to
like
grab
to
it?
run another. I would like to just check to see if there are any signals coming off the ship. I want to see if there's a distress signal being put out. Just out of curiosity.
So, without a scan, I would tell you that it doesn't appear to be emitting any sort of a transponder signal. So,
Cool.
it's not giving off any sort of comms or indication
Good.
of its activity.
I just worry about someone noticing that we're here. That's all I care
You
about.
would definitely notice that its weapon systems are active and it has started to slowly move.
Okay.
Ooh.
Zorn and obviously anyone on the ship, you would notice that it's starting to move as well. So
But it's good synchronization.
by now
No.
you've got the back to tank into the Terrapin, so it's probably loaded in at this point. So again, Zorn, are you going to try to dash across and grab this code cylinder or what?
Yes. I see a thing that's glowing and very obviously important. I'm gonna fucking figure out what it is.
All right.
So have we not faced any threats here, like at all?
Not
the
yet.
Well,
ship's
no,
just
because we've
out.
rolled threats, and he said we wouldn't know as soon as we got on. So there's something brewing here.
Something's gonna happen,
like,
just not quite
the
yet.
ship just keeps turning on, right? Like, I'm not.
Ah, but this
crazy
is
here.
fun.
I'm feeling some ghost ship vibes up in here.
So, first things first, Zorn, make me an athletics check against 3 purple.
Oh God, that's terrible. I only have 2 green.
You better wish for a good hope.
Oh,
Ask grandfather
Jesus.
for a good roll.
Holy fuck!
Hey!
See, grandfather
You
provides.
did it!
Thank you, Grandpa.
You're welcome.
So, you make it to the far console, you rip the code cylinder out of it, and you make it back to the door. And just as you get back, the door slams closed right behind you. You like slide under it. Like halfway back, you realize that the door to the bridge is closing on you.
Indiana Jones style,
Yeah,
just my
you-
helmet didn't fall off.
exactly. Oh, we can even say that. Like your helmet, like almost falls off. Like it rattles against the bottom of the door, but you make it.
Could you imagine?
Gotta go.
Ah, shit!
Oh, there we go.
Fuck.
Caravan.
All
Just
right.
like,
Okay, I hope no one saw that. That's not allowed. No cameras.
And then now you notice very clearly that all the lights on the ship are on. There are what appears to be like a security net, almost like crisscrossing laser grids in all the hallways.
Cool, like in Resident Evil.
Oh no.
Essentially, what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to make your way back to the Terrapin and avoid getting exploded by various things along the way.
Good luck.
This is why I'm glad I left.
Sure am glad I'm out here, not in there.
Running.
I did
Well,
my
you-
exploring.
you gotta
and I was like, oh, good.
Oh god.
At least we have a back to tank to heal him. If he does.
It's not installed.
The ship tilted. The ship tilted.
And I think, yeah, at this point, the ship is clearly operational. And while you're on the bridge, you didn't see anybody.
Remote
Oh, yeah.
piloted.
So with
Cool.
that, I will ask, since we're at midnight Eastern, do you guys want to call it here? Do you want to keep going for a little bit longer?
I mean, I'm good.
If we keep
I can-
going,
I
how
gotta
much?
I gotta get going.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's
Fuck.
gotta go.
There's quite a bit more in the entire adventure. In
Well, I
terms
meant
of what
like
happens here,
on this freighter specifically, or on this.
that kind of
heavy
depends
cruiser.
on what happens next, but there is a chance of space combat.
Ah, okay.
Oh, God.
We'll hold off and we'll finish this next
All
time.
right, great. I just wanted to make sure because I know it's a lot later for some of y'all than me. It's only like 9 for me, so.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock for me.
There
I mean, it's-
haven't been any like alarms that have sounded yet.
It's
right?
Good Friday tomorrow. I don't have classes, but if Matt has to go, then we can call it.
Yeah, I gotta go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. So.
Oh well, then yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So we will cut off here. So let me set up the next session real quick. Just a few words. What will happen is essentially, so the Terrapin. Let me put it in a better position here. So the Terrapin is actually kind of attached still. Zorn and Hick are on the Terrapin with the back to tank and all the other loot that they've received. They can choose what to do next from there. Basically, for Zorn, you're going to have to make a series of both athletics and stealth checks to make your
Oh.
way back through the ship.
Fuck.
Things
Oh,
that you
I'm-
are
I'm
things that you
more
have
curious
no
about
points
those.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, athletics is 2 green and stealth is 3.
I am super.
And
curious
then-
as to what's on
Well,
And then
I would
you're gonna
argue.
be dealing with an active cruiser here from where you are.
I would argue if you're trying to avoid like lasers and stuff, maybe you could possibly use your survival checks instead. But
We can talk about it.
Survival's also 3 green.
it's better than 2. Just try. It's better
we
than
can
2.
Talk about it. We can talk about it. I mean,
we'll
there's also
figure
the
it out.
possibility. There's also the possibility that, I mean,
Coordination.
you could make a check to disable some of them.
True,
So
I do have a pretty decent computers check.
Right, you could make a computer or mechanics check to disable some either in local areas or ship wide.
You were
shoot some panels.
You were in the bridge. You couldn't figure out how to turn them off.
The door was closing. Remember?
Yeah, basically, if you'd failed that athletics, the door would have shut on.
Yeah, but then you would have been trapped in the bridge
Yeah, with whatever's trying to get him.
on a fully powered ship.
Yeah, but it seems like it's moving and there was no one on the bridge, so you tell me how that would have gone.
I mean, yeah, but
The bridge probably has no control over this thing right now.
well,
Yep. Well, I had a blast, guys. So again, I appreciate
Oh,
everyone.
yeah.
Good
It's
stuff.
great.
Always
Super good
fun.
always fun.
I always have fun.
I can't wait to do it again.
I'm gonna die.
stuff.
I'm in danger.
We're all in danger.
Yeah.